Hello, my name is Janelle. Today I will talk about the role of music in different cultures. First of all, I will talk about the music exactly in African culture and Western culture. First is historical significance. In African culture, music has ancient roots, often intertwined with oral traditions, rituals, and community practices. Drums, particularly the djembe, have historically served as communication tools in addition to musical instruments. Songs were, or still are nowadays, used to preserve history and tell essential stories and pass down knowledge across generations. In Western culture, classical music has its origin in religious and court traditions of medieval Europe. Composers like Bach and Mozart were patronized by the church and aristocracy, and music was used to demonstrate power, divinity, and intellect. The second is social significance. In African culture, music is deeply communal. Everyone participates, singing, clapping, dancing, or playing instruments. It accompanies everyday activities like farming, childbirth, initiation rites, and wedding and funerals. Music fosters a sense of belonging and reinforces social cohesion. In Western culture, traditionally more formal and performance-oriented classical Western music is often played in concert halls or religious spaces. Audiences typically have a passive role, listening rather than participating. Music is linked with individual expression, virtuosity, and intellectual application. And emotional and spiritual significance. In African culture, music is inseparable from spiritual life. It is used to invoke ancestors, communicate with deities, and express collective emotion. Rhythm and melodies are believed to have healing and transformative powers. Music often evokes joy, sorrow, and trance-like states essential to communal rituals. In Western culture, emotion are conveyed through harmony, dynamics, and structured composition. Composers use music to express personal struggles, love, national pride, or philosophical ideas. Classical music, especially during the Romantic period, was a tool for deep individual introspection. Conclusion. Music as a cultural mirror. Music in African and Western cultures serve distinct but equally profound roles. In African culture, music is a living communal force, integral to everyday life, spiritually and social identity. In construct, Western classical music emphasizes structured expression, personal emotion, and formal application. Ultimately, music helps shape the identity of each culture. African music reinforces community, oral tradition, and spiritual connection. Western classical music reflects individualism, intellectual achievement, and historical continuity. And also nowadays, we know a lot of popular music exactly in Western classical musics, and also not only classical. We know pops, singers, and rappers exactly in America, like a lot of singers like Beyonce, Travis Scott, Carti, they are very popular, and nowadays a lot of people listen these songs. And also music during the movement was not merely background noise; it was an essential part of the struggle. By raising awareness, unifying communities, and empowering the oppressed, it became a vital instrument for social change. The songs of the era still resonate today, reminding us of music's enduring ability to move hearts and minds toward justice. Um, um, Thanks for your attention.